bring phone lines. I mean, a customer has, sometimes they have a relationship with their own, with the company they've been with for a while. Like if they have a long distance carrier and they have a carrier rep, they may want to
That
just
takes
stay
care
with
of
that
'em.
rep, and they may like them, and they may want to stay with their service and do it. If they're shopping for, the one thing they're not going to be able to provide, of course, is competitive pricing. So if you want to really shop for competitive pricing and make sure that you're getting, the most bang for your buck out of what you're purchasing, well, you might be better off going with a broker. Broker can look at multiple companies and see what they have to offer, and kind of give you different programs, because it's not the same pricing for everyone. Every different carrier I've found has different rates in different locations. It's kind of dependent on location and other factors like that. So one person, Pacific may be their best bet, because they price out really well. They can get a PRI, a flex circuit or something, of some sort of PRI and data on a circuit, and they could be down in the low fours or upper threes for a circuit like that. Whereas you might have the same service in another area, and you could be up in $600 or $700 range for that service. You just don't know. And then of course nowadays with the with data circuits, the massive big advantage really goes with a fiber or a cable company giving you a really large bandwidth at a low price. If you're in an area where there's well, let's see, what's the word for that? Where it's already heated up, or a lit up area, where they already have their fiber or cable in place, you're going to really have a lot better price advantage than a place where you have to bring that fiber into. I've had certain people who have had buildings where they wanted like an AT&T fiber, and they might have to pay a $10,000 to $20,000 entry fee to have that fiber moved from the street into their building. Well, that's not going to pan out. Or somebody else may be already in that building, like Time Warner Cable, and there is no extra cost for getting the fiber in there, or for getting the cable in there. So you really have to look at that, because that could change dramatically depending on what building, what part of the city, where you're at. You also could be getting a tremendously larger amount of bandwidth with one of those companies than you could with a company that has to deliver on T1s. It's costly to take multiple T1 circuits, or either that or Ethernet over copper type of delivery system, like some carriers do. But when they bring it in that way, it's going to be pretty expensive to get you up to any reasonable bandwidth, as versus a fiber or a cable company. So we have a lot of people who are stuck in that middle. They don't have the cable or the fiber available in the area they're in, so they're still paying that really high amount of money per month for not that much bandwidth. And then somebody in another part of the city may have an area that's already lit up. They're getting 10 times more bandwidth at half the cost.
Half the cost.
Yeah. So anyway, it's really important. But you might not know that yourself until you start shopping around.